On Friday, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro was sworn in by the National Assembly for his third consecutive term. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump was found guilty of 34 felony charges on Friday, but received no jail time, fines, or probation.
Llegar a la Casa Blanca.
And in Yemen's Houthi rebels denounced on Friday that the United States, Israel, and the UK carried out a series of bombings against Sanaa and two Red Sea ports in the nation's territory. Hello and welcome to From the South. I'm Ana Marrero from the teleSUR headquarters in Caracas, Venezuela. We'll begin with the news. Stay with us. President of the National Assembly, Jorge Rodriguez, who reaffirmed the investors for the 2025-2031 term represent an expression of the sovereignty of the people who democratically elect President Maduro on July 28, 2024.
This solemn session starts to express the sovereignty of the people of Venezuela, to enforce the supreme mandate that the people of Venezuela, its heroic women and men, granted last July 28, 2024, by electing citizen Nicolas Maduro Moros as constitutional president of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. And that is the reason that brings us here today.
The President of the National Assembly then ratified the new presidency of Maduro for the 2025-2031 term.
Nicolas Maduro Moros, may God, may the homeland, may our noble people reward you with their blessings. Otherwise, may God be your judge. You are hereby invested as constitutional president of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Congratulations and a big hug, President.
Esta magna Asamblea Nacional, Poder Legislativo de la República.
Before this great National Assembly, legislative power of the Republic, before visitors and delegates from 125 countries, before the people of Venezuela, I swear by Huaycaipuro and indigenous peoples, I swear by Pedro Camejo, el Negro Primero, and José Leonardo Chirinos. I swear by Bolívar, by Sucre, by Urdaneta, by Manuela Sáenz. I swear by the eternal memory of our beloved chief and commander, Hugo Chávez. And I swear by the historic, noble, and brave people of Venezuela, before this Constitution, that I will comply with all its mandates, that I will comply with all the obligations of the Constitution and the laws of the Republic, and that this new presidential term will be the term of peace, prosperity, equality, and the new democracy. I swear by history, I swear by my life, and so I will comply, and we will comply. I swear.
Lo juro por la historia, lo juro por mi vida, y así cumpliré y cumpliremos.
During the swearing-in ceremony, the Venezuelan head of state assured to be proud of carrying in the presidential Hajj made by the hands of the Venezuelan people.
It fills me with emotion to receive my presidential sash made by the hands of humble women from the neighborhoods of Caracas, made by the hands of artists. It is a special sash because it brings the blessings of the people. And I say to the people, here is your sash. This band was made by the people president, and now it is carried by the president people. And I will never fail you. I will never betray you. Know that I'm going forward with the hurricane and volcanic force of a people that wants a homeland, that wants a future, that wants peace.
The Venezuelan head of state also stressed his commitment to guarantee peace nationwide.
Let no one be mistaken about us. I said there was going to be peace, and there is peace, and there will be peace. We are warriors of history, and we will guarantee peace and national sovereignty forever.
The president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, highlighted a plan of the seventh transformation designed by the people as a path to develop the nation for the next 6 years.
This is the plan that will guide the homeland. The plan that will develop Venezuela in a multiform, harmonic, simultaneous way, towards prosperity and growth, equality and social happiness. It was made by the people, and synthesized by me, in my own handwriting, and it is the plan that will guide the next 6 years. We have the people, we have the presidency, we have the president, and we have a plan for the future, the plan of the great transformations, the plan of the 7 T's.
After his swearing-in ceremony, the president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, called all social sectors to a great data of dialogue for the creation of constitutional reform.
I call on all sectors, economic, political, ideological, cultural and social of the country, to hold a great day of inclusive and united dialogue, so that we can move forward together towards a great constitutional reform that will further democratize Venezuela.
Let's take a break, but we invite you to follow our special program dedicated to the presidential inauguration of the Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, only on teleSUR from January the 10th to the 11th at 21 p.m. Caracas time and at 20 p.m. New York, Havana, and Quito time. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back to From the South. U.S. President-elect Donald Trump was found guilty of 34 felony charges on Friday, but received no jail time, fines, or probation. The sentence resulted from the falsification of businesses recorded to hide the details of an extramural affair from voters in the lead up to 2016 presidential elections. New York Court Judge Juan Merchan said the presidency shields Trump from more strengthened punishment and protection that he, as an ordinary citizen or as a criminal defendant, will not be entitled to. In Russia, monitoring groups detect the new oil spill in the Krasnodar region. The Regional Operations Center informed that the spill was detected in the oil tanker, the Volgoneft 239 eastern near the Krasnodar port of Taman. The DGSV reported that the spill area stretched about 2,800 square kilometers, but for the moment, the extent of damage is unknown. In Ecuador, the Secretary General to the National Assembly, Alejandro Muñoz, denounced on Friday the death threats made by President Daniel Noboa on the brink of elections and aimed a political and institutional crisis. Lately, the Ecuadorian President Daniel Noboa had filed a lawsuit against senior legislator Alejandro Muñoz before the Public Prosecutor's Office for an alleged usurpation of public functions. Noboa allegations came after the parliamentarian rejected his proposed decree.
Hoy he sido notificado con una denuncia penal.
Ecuadorians, I have been notified today of a lawsuit filed against me by the President of the Republic, Daniel Noboa. So the grounds of such complaint is for the alleged crime of simulation and usurpation of official functions due to the fact that yesterday I was strictly fulfilling my duties as Secretary General and by express disposition of the President of the National Assembly. I proceeded to notify the rejection of the Executive Decree number 500, by means of which the President of the Republic requested a leave and proposed who shall oust him, arguing he was complying with the electoral campaign's procedures.
De una supuesta fuerza mayor.
In Argentina, security forces and government officials carried out an operation to evict the Mapuche-Love Pailaca community, still in the Los Alarces National Park, Chubut province. Thousands of vehicles and police officers entered this Thursday to evict the community, which has initiated a process of territorial reformation in 2020 in lands that they had ancestrally occupied. And the president of the National Park Administration. The officials celebrated the measure as a victory for the right-wing government and anticipate that there will be more evictions. Let's take a last break, but before we invite you to visit our YouTube channel at teleSUR English, where you'll be able to watch on interviews, top stories, special broadcasts, and more. Hit the subscribe button and active the notification bell to stay up to date on the world's most recent events. Financial break, don't go away. Welcome back. The Israeli occupation forces have killed more than 46,000 civilians in the Gaza Strip since the beginning of their genocidal war in October 2023. The Gaza Health Ministry informed several Palestinians were killed and others injured following a series of Israeli airstrikes launched over the past 24 hours on the Gaza Strip. According to the health body, the recent strikes hit Al-Abray refugee camp and other residential areas in Al-Mawasi area west of the Khan Yunis in the south of the coastal enclave. On the other hand, Gazans announced the illegal detention of 15 Palestinians during a raid in the city of Qawatia, south of Yemen, by Israeli special military unit, whose disguised civilians infiltrated the town and expanded its attacks on several areas. Yemen's Houthi rebel denounced on Friday that the United States, Israel, and the UK carried out a series of bombings against Zana and two Red Sea ports in the nation's territory. The bombings were launched against district near at Al-Saben Square and the Aziz power plant in the province of Zana. The attacks came moments after the 2 million people held a rally in that square in support of the Palestinian people and to reject the persistent Israeli siege and genocide. The American, Israeli, and British aggressions also targeted the port of Al-Hodeida and Ras Isa on the Red Sea. Lebanon President-elect Joseph Aoun asked the government to continue in an interim role until the appointment of a new cabinet. In a meeting at the palace, the head of state expressed his gratitude to acting Prime Minister Najib Mikati and his cabinet for during the power vacuum, which made it possible to overcome the challenges and maintain the state and its institutions. In South Korea, the head of the Presidential Security Service, Park Chung-jun, testified on Friday before the agency investigating President Yoon Suk-yeol. In his statements, Park assured that there should be no physical confrontations or the bloodshed under the consequences. The circumstances referring to the tense moments between corruption investigators for high-ranking officials and the Presidential Security Service. In reference to Yoon's current situation, Park considered that although the president was dismissed by Parliament on December the 14th for his failed declaration of martial law, he is on paper still the head of state and government until the Constitutional Court determines whether or not his dismissals should be ratified. And we have come to the end of this news brief, but we'll leave you with the images of well, my printer is not working, sorry. With the images of the reality show Factor M winners of the song for the campaign of the President Nicolas Maduro. Remember, you can find many information on our website at telesurenglish.net, and also join us on our socials on Facebook, Instagram, and on X. From Telesur English and from the South, I'm Ana Marrero. Thank you for watching.